Everything about this EFCC thing is just mind-boggling and crazy. Now let's go to the secret company. My people, the secret company is none other than Northside Music Entertainment. I signed Cynthia Morgan with Northside Music Entertainment. All Cynthia Morgan videos has Northside Inc. in it. How is it a secret company to Peter all of a sudden in 2024?
And that was Jude responding 5 days after my open letter, and also addressing the allegation that Paul said I wrote a petition against him at the EFCC. Mr. Jude Okoye, there's nothing like Northside Music Entertainment. Look at what you registered. It's Northside Music Limited. Don't confuse people by adding entertainment. And again, there's nothing like Northside Inc. existing. Yes, there's nothing like Northside Inc. existing. We actually found another one earlier which says Northside Music Inc. Limited. Now it has gone to change to Northside Music Limited. Jude, you know what you're doing. And I'm going to prove to you that Northside Music is a secret account. You know about it. Paul knows about it. Now, if you think I'm lying, hear Paul. And now I'm hearing Jude open a secret account. Biko, which one is secret account? Jude has been bearing Northside. First of all, there was Northside Music when Jude was doing movies. Later, Northside Limited, which was now the P Square Management district. Now, Northside Music, which was the one he signed his own artist. Paul, did you hear yourself? There was Northside Music when Jude was doing movies. When Jude was doing movies, we were still in Jos, okay? I now said again, there's Northside Limited. Come back again and say, there's Northside Music, the one now he used to sign Cynthia Morgan. Paul, what are you saying? He says Jude has been answering Northside when he was doing movies. That means that was when we were still in Jos, and Paul knows about it. Peter doesn't know. Now here Paul, he said Jude has Northside Music when we were doing the same Northside Music, but guess when it was registered? In 2015. That is almost 10 years plus or 11 years after we moved into Lagos. Now, in my statement when I was addressing the EFCC matter, I said that Northside Music bank account, Access Bank, has, that's why I call it secret account, has address in Yaba, that is Jude's wife. And Jude, you lied again. Now here Jude saying, this is explaining about Northside Music registration.
I want to understand, how is Northside Music that has a CAC certificate registration since 2015? How is Northside Music that was registered, according to him, the address of the secret company was my wife's. That's how he had to get my wife involved. It has to do with my wife's people's or my wife's home address. Please look at the address here. You can see what the address says. It's 178 Lola Holloway, Omole. Both my address, both my signature and Ife's signature says the same thing. Can you see that? Look at it. So why would it say Umokeke Ifeoma Chidinma 178 Lola Holloway, Jude Okoye Chidozie 178 Lola Holloway? This is the same Squareville. That's the address of Squareville where the three of us, Peter, Paul, and Jude, lives. Or rather, we were living then.
Yes, Jude, you are absolutely correct. That's the same address the three of us used to live at Omole. But Jude, you're only talking about the CAC document registration. I am talking about the bank account, Access Bank account address. The address you have there is your wife's family address. Now, guys, listen to Jude, how he was trying to respond to this allegation. Listen.
he had to look for a way to go and twist the EFCC situation to make it look fraudulent. The address he was talking about, if my wife having her people's address, was the address of the account opener. The accountant that opened the account address. He went and paid, saw account opener. Oh, they opened an account with their address and now came out and said,
now, I think we all look stupid now. Your account officer woke up one morning, decided to put his own address. Jude, hear yourself. This is same you. So let me give you guys, let's analyze this. If you want to open a corporate account or a business account, you must submit your CAC document. The same CAC that Jude showed up, he showed the address. Why didn't they put that address there? Jude, you know why? You know why? Because if you have put that address, you say we live together. When we live together, if they send mails or parcel, anything, it will arrive in our house. Maybe the day you are not around, I might pick it up and look at the envelope and I'll tear it, I'll open it and I'll discover there's a company called Northside Music. That was why you told them not to put your address. How can your account officer put your address? Please, guys, hear Jude. That his account officer just decided to put his address. That I'm trying to. Jude, you know what you are doing. Jude, you know what you are doing. Imagine now, tomorrow, they decide to use, even the account officer, you must provide that account officer. Because you know why? Imagine if they use that account to do a fraudulent act. That account officer will be in trouble. Why would you do that? Why would your account officer put his own address in your company bank account? How is that possible? My people, hear Jude. I'm not stupid. And again, Jude, why is your wife's date of birth says 1980? That means we're age mates. Right? Jude, everything about Northside Music is falsified. You know. Now, talking about date of birth. Yeah, I changed my birthday. I'm sure everything I've said, it was to change my birthday. I would say I didn't change my birthday. I say my birthday celebration. But see, right now, I changed down my birthday. It's worth it. Do you guys know what I've been going through ever since P Square had problems? And anytime we're celebrating our birthday, it will be insult upon insult from my wife to myself. Now, you guys will remember all this. Ever since P Square, we're having problem. Lola will always go to, she doesn't know how to post happy birthday to me alone. Because if she posts alone, they will start insulting her. She will now post I and Paul. Of course, you know how Paul always responds. Paul will post on a story, go to the page, insult her. Until the last one Paul did. Me and Lola had serious fight. I told her not to post. When Lola posted, look at what Paul posted in his story. It shamed her. Told her that Paul said something like, in fact, look at, guys, read. Man, no vex. And people expect me to continue celebrating the same birthday date with you. Bro. Do you know what really adds up to all this? That every November 18th, Peter Okoye, I have to leave my house. Either I travel or I pretend I travel, I'll go to my friend's place or look for somewhere and stay alone. I don't stay with my family. You know why? Paul always throws party. Barbecue party every November 18th, and he's going to have people. Of course, those who don't want to feel guilty, when they don't gossip finish, they can come my place, come begin to talk, or they want to come and see me. I don't do all that. I just wanted to have, I just want to remove my mind, because this whole every November 18th, P Square crisis will start hitting on the internet. And again, Even I tried my possible best to start releasing music video or some new song on November 18th, so that I don't have to post happy birthday to myself or anything. I'll just post new music video. For example, look at it here. This song, November 18th. That one, again, November 18th. This one, November 17th. Well, it's still November 18th because I have to put it on hold for it to upload. So every November 18th is always this sort of about Mona no verse. I don't change the birthday. Full time. November 30th. Yes, I know I cannot change. To try to change all my documentation, my passport, it will take a long process because you guys know I'm on tour. I travel all the time, live on like that. My celebration on November 30th. Everybody who don't like, I mean, go hit head for war. So, guys, it is something that is bothering me here. Is how did Jude convince the aggregators to say stop paying money inside Northside Entertainment and start paying the money inside Northside Music? How did they do it? Because these people would have asked for my letter of authorization. I would have signed. But there's one shocking discovery. Go to the portal. This thing is in CSE portal. Look at this, guys. This is Northside Entertainment, a management company owned by 3 of us. Jude Okoye, Paul Okoye, Peter Okoye, as shareholders, as directors. But guess what? Look on top of there. It says 3 officers. 3 of us. This is where the shocking discovery happens. Now, here is Northside Music. Who are the directors and shareholders? Only Jude and his wife. Look at it. Jude Okoye, a former Mokekabi. Okay. But look at the officers. How come they are 4 in number? How come they are 4? What really happened? Who are the remaining 2? Obviously, still Peter and Paul. Obviously, what they did was to fill up the form for Northside Music with Peter, Paul, and Jude. I don't know if they forged my signature. I don't know how, but this is what I think that happened. They set up Northside Music, included me and Paul. When they are done, they sent it out to the aggregators. Probably they told them that Northside Entertainment is the management company, while Northside Music is now the record label. The aggregators all started paying money inside Northside Music. The moment they started paying money, they have to go, probably they have to create another letter to say, oh, Peter and Paul are no more shareholders or directors. That thing that they wanted to do to me, that we had the fight in that office, they had to remove me and Paul because the deed had been done. They've achieved what they wanted to do. They started paying money inside Northside Music. He now included his wife. It was the same period. Probably that's what they did. I don't know, but I feel that's what they did. That's what we have. How come you and your wife are shareholders and directors of the company, but we have 4 officers? Who are the 2? So now what I mean, that's why you have 4 people. That's what they did, if you ask me. Because if you decide to go and buy shares in this company, you're going to ask, who are the remaining 2 shareholders? I think that's what happened. Jude, you know what you did. Come on. You and Paul know what you did. And guys, guess what? I've forgiven them, but they can never have access to me. Forgiveness is not having access to me. I forgive myself, first of all, for allowing this bullshit to happen. I've forgiven does not take away the data of what they did to me. Let's continue. I'm sure most of you will be shocked if I say this. In all this that is happening, Jude served me a letter Yes. There's another court case. Hope you all know that the case right now is between Northside Music and federal government and the state government. I'm only just a witness, so I have nothing to do with it. But there's another one that is coming. Do serve me a letter. Yes. They just did the hearing recently. It go long. It go long. I guess the letter he served me with in support of Paul, that he's the P Square. During the hearing, first thing they wanted to do was to stop me from performing P Square song. Damn, Jude. Jude, come on, bro. There's a paragraph I want you guys to read. No, these guys don't see me finish. No, don't see me finish. Read this paragraph. That contrary to the paragraph 5 of the center affidavit of the third defendant, I have been coming to Lagos. That's Jude. I've been coming to Lagos for years before bringing the third and fourth defendant, that's Peter and Paul, to Lagos in 2005. I was the person that put up the brand P Square together from inception after Paul Okoye, the fourth defendant, left MMPP and started singing and writing songs alone as solo artist. I was the one who invited Mr. Peter Okoye, the third defendant, to bring his dancing skills and join Mr. Paul Okoye. Hey! CC finish. Jude. CC finish. So Jude, in your claim that you brought P Square into Lagos in 2005, so automatically that makes you the owner of P Square. I need to ask you a question. P Square first album came out in 2003. That does not mean that was when we started our career. We've been singing like almost 4 or 5 years before our first album. So within that time, Awuti was our manager. Who were you? Yes, Jude. In the contract we signed with Awuti, the first contract we signed with Awuti for almost 5 years, was the signature there? What were you doing? Jude, you were in school. You were in school. Choma, our mother, Awuti, almost 8 years before we brought you in. So after our first album, 2 years after our first album, because you brought us to Lagos, according to you, did you bring us to Lagos? Jude, we brought you to Lagos. I sold my car, Honda Civic. I was the one, we actually came to Lagos, paid for our first house. I have the receipt, I'll look for it. Our first house in Egbemi, I paid for it. When we paid, there was no TV, there was no nothing. You and Paul even ran away. I stood back. It was me that booked a show at Ilorin, and I used that 70,000 to buy second-hand TV, chair, everything. You and Paul were nowhere to be found. On our own go just back. All of a sudden, you own P Square. You dey sue Peter. And Paul, they support you. Paul is coming to be a witness for you. I say you go long. You know what they pepper you, Jude? You know what they pepper you? Paul, you know what they pepper you now? Should I say it? Let me say it. So apparently, when EFCC were doing the investigation, they discovered 2 big mansions 2 minutes away from this house. Guess who owns them? Paul and Jude. They traced it and found out they actually bought it from the stolen money. Now they've frozen it, they've seized it, they sealed it up for future. And that's why they are mad.